lovelies, I'm Sean, and we are now getting into the fourth concept for Star Chapter Together for Awake. And ironically, we did kind of get a little more than spoiled with this concept because of a bonk photo card that they forgot to blur out. So we have now two references of an idea for what the concept is going to look like, both that photo card that accidentally wasn't blurred properly, plus the very awesome mood teaser. And we're going to get like very like futuristic, maybe cyberpunk, very badass concept. I don't know how crazy it'll be. I'm honestly hoping that it will actually be the craziest, because that would be really, really awesome. And apparently this is also a concept that is Kai's favorite, so yeah. I don't know what to expect with the set design at all. So yeah, I'm curious, I'm much anticipating, and it's gonna be fun. So let's get into a week concept. Oh, whoa, hello. That updated way sooner than I thought. I had a sneaking suspicion they would be in some kind of like a spaceship-esque vibe. Is that gonna work? No, never mind. Oh my god, this reminds me so much of Magic MV. Oh my god, okay. Wow, I'm also reminded of a BTS concept. I think it was Door concept? Y'all know the one. Wow, he looks so rude. He looks so awesome. Yeah, no, I can't unsee Magic MV now. I mean, like, this is literally as futuristic as they have ever done aside from Magic MV. I mean, the costume designing is insane. 대박. Just yes. Oh, the contrast of his eyes, that's intense, but I love it. Oh my god, not at me having to try and figure out what the hell he's doing again. Okay, that's the chair, that's some kind of control console. And he's like, I don't know, somewhat leaning on it or something. Yes, but also no. God, the lenses on his eyes are so piercing. That's insane. Will you stop doing that? Oh my god. Oh yeah, and the strong blue lighting reminds me of one of the concept photos I did for Star Seekers. Those were days. Oh, so awesome! Ooh, his eyes are closed. Interesting. Wow, the set design for this. is so... I know it's technically in both his eyes, but the focus is slightly more in his left eye, so I am 100% taking the nod to Tahoe. So cool, so cool. So cool. Ooh, I love me an over-the-shoulder pose. Nice. Why does he low-key look irritated here? That's kind of funny. He's like, what do you want? Oh, goodness. Wow. Okay, sci-fi fantasy hero pose. Damn. Wow. Oh my god. Why was it to be right out of frame? So annoying. Okay, I want to jump straight over to the website because I am already so excited to see the full range of the photos. Okay, this one they've all got their eyes closed. Which is really ironic because the concept is called awake. But one thing I can already tell about each of their expressions is that they seem like at peace, you know? Like every time we've seen them with their eyes closed, it's either in like a very content face, but like, I don't know, it's always been kind of a hint of there's something not right. But here it's finally not. I don't think there's anything that you can really pick up from screens. Yes. It's so interesting how, I don't know, like it's similar to Starlight concept, but obviously at the same time it's different. I don't know. But man, I love the group photos. Will you? Thank you. Okay, eyes closed, eyes open. X formation, X formation. I guess in a way, X formation. Interesting. All right. Oh, actually, this is reminding me of like extreme close up. It's reminding me of, I think, some photos from Gravity Concept. Right? Yeah, I think it's definitely that. You know, I wonder if they all have blue lenses in, but some are like more like strikingly blue, others are a little bit more subtle. It would not surprise me. I love this photo. So like in the action. Wow, how is it that a head tilt is getting me? It's him. Of course it's gonna get me. It's like a little, it's got some sass to it, and oof, I love it. Oh my god, now I gotta brave myself for Yonjin's because, oh gosh. Gosh, the eyes, they look like they're almost like glowing, but they're just a very like bright blue, plus, you know, the blue lighting to add more to the pigment. Like, it almost makes his eyes look like radioactive. It's crazy. He looks so fucking badass. He looks so goddamn badass. I feel like my favorite type of expression concept that Yeonjun does is when he's like portraying himself in like action mode. I definitely seem to have a thing for when he's portraying himself in such a type of concept. This one can just, yeah. Wow, oh my gosh. Oof. Like, I'm noticing that like the camera director is definitely taking like a lot of similar angles per member, but they're them and they do not have a single bad angle, so it's fine with me. Nor did him doing a very similar pose to Yeonjun, because of course he is. There is so much going on with these vests. Also, the boots, hello? Crazy. Oh, this one is just so awesome. They're so awesome, and for what? I love this one. I'm getting greedy. I want more images. So hopefully there's more images in the photo book. And or, I don't know, postcards or something. Oh, interesting. It's got like a, I don't know, cable pack on. I don't know what the hell this is meant to be. I don't know whenever the hell I'd wear them, but I so want those boots. Oh, that is so sick. It looks like a halo. Actually, was that Bongi or was that Kai in Afterglow Concept that it almost looked like a halo with the sun placement? Ah, crap, I can't remember who it was. I love when they get the subtle illusion of like a halo like this. It's, yes. This one is so insane. Like, oh my gosh. I'm greedy. I want more photos. once again, the range of these concept photos is incredible. And then, you know, if you technically now put it in, I don't know what is meant to be the correct order, you go from awake to etched, starlight to afterglow. It's really quite fascinating. There's really like no discernible text anywhere, so I don't really need to worry about trying to decode any of that. Honestly, I actually wonder if in maybe like Beautiful Stranger MV, if they'll actually make any kind of a reference to Magic MV. Because like Magic MV was such like a unique kind of almost standalone project they did. But you can't deny that it does match very well into this album. And no, I do not have a favorite concept. I guess, I don't know, maybe aesthetically I'm definitely more biased to both Starlight and Awake. But I do really love and adore the unique charms of like very simplistic, pretty much like raw aesthetic etched. And then the well, still like raw, but like they've been through some shit and have still come out the other side stronger than ever concept with Afterglow. It's so funny. You really would have thought that Afterglow would come off as like really like kind of soft, gentle, and at peace, but then they come with like literally scratches and bruises and dirt and sweat and tears and tattered clothes in the concept. The irony is still very amusing to me. Way the Yeonjun is pulling off this concept, like he just knows how to own action-esque concepts. And it makes sense because like action is like, as you said many times, is pretty much just like his favorite genre of just entertainment, anything. So it makes sense that he would so easily be able to immerse himself in a very like futuristic, cyberpunk, action-esque concept. I love when either they decide like their own poses or they just take some pointers from like the director and they go in with like such like candid action shot type poses. Like this one and this one, you know, that kind of a thing. Like, as much as I do love the photos where they're like looking into the camera, something about the attempt of capturing them more so focusing on what the concept is telling a story of in a more candid fashion hits so much different. Oh, this concept is so freaking awesome. And like, aside from very, very heavy and obvious visual references, I guess. I mean, it's technically not referencing, but you can't help but make it so to magic. They have quite literally never done this kind of a concept before. Like, it's truly the first time in concept photos they've ever done an extreme futuristic cyberpunk concept. The closed eye thing is still very ironic, but it's there for a reason, so we're going with it. Honestly, I feel like looking at the actual photos one by one, like each of the versions, I feel like maybe Afterglow is the one concept that has you like thinking of the meaning the most, and I suppose Etched as well. The rest of them are like really straightforward, especially after reading like the next morning or afternoon or so translation of like an official press article description. Like they've all been like really straightforward as far as like what you're looking at is what you're meant to interpret. um so I'm very curious what the description will be for Awake. Um you know, you can see obviously I turned the screen recording off, whatever. The mood teaser has, well, actually, they literally all have dark hair in this, so, you know, the person in the mood teaser is meant to literally be like the representation of all of them. The left eye has a star, and automatically I think of Tahoe, so I was thinking, I wonder if there'd be some kind of nod to Star One. And technically there wasn't. So I am kind of surprised that the mood teaser does show there being a star in the eye when, I mean, the closest they had in the actual concept was the light crosses in showing in the reflection of their eyes. It's interesting that none of them had a crazy ass like head or earpiece. Honestly, don't really think that any of them will be mentioning anything specific about the concepts that's like integral to know to understand the concept. I think it'll more so just be, what'd you think? It's cool, right? So there we have the photos for Awake. I'll say it once again. So unbelievably, wow. Okay, brain, made it glitch. Unbelievably awesome and badass. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for when the concept clip drops. Now this, for sure, the background music is gonna be like badass, no futuristic sounding. Like, come on, there's no way that it won't be. You'll probably still hear some like violins, perhaps, maybe some keys, because that has been a consistent sound through all of the others. But yeah, the background music for this concept clip is 100% gonna be like the most badass and like edgy of all of them. That is for sure. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow night for when the concept clip drops. Alrighty, let's get into the concept clip for Awake. Wow, they're really sticking with the same editing. Okay, I'm like loving the music. Not going as intense as I was expecting, but I still love it. Nice. Okay. It did definitely lean more into that like cyber techno sound, which made a lot of sense. But again, it didn't go as crazy dramatic as I was expecting it to, which is interesting. They honestly kept all the music more on the like emotional side, while still pairing well with what the concept is meant to like invoke emotionally. Like Afterglow, like super emotional and like powerful. Starlight was a little bit more like less crazy, but still really, really good. Then Etched was way more on the simpler side, way more on the chill side. And then obviously Awake is coming through with like the most, you know, cyber-esque sounds, which makes sense. Wow, okay. It's interesting how they literally edited everything pretty much the exact same per all of the concepts. That's an interesting little thing I noticed. Yeah, alright, so that wraps up my reaction for Awake concept, both photos and now the concept clip. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button below, comment below what you thought of the concept, the music, and if there is anything else that you would like to comment below, go right ahead. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next content, which is going to be, I think, like more track previews for Upside Down Kiss and Beautiful Stranger. And then after that will be MV teasers. And then the MV. We are so close to due date. It's crazy how time has been flying. We're almost there. So, we'll see you guys there. 안녕, 사랑해.